Hi everyone, Abby Mabry here, the immigration attorney with Cobb Law Group in CNET of Nashville, and I wanted to talk to you today about a common question that we get in our office related to immigration cases. What are the purposes and benefits of doing background checks, fingerprint checks, and what we call Freedom of Information Act requests or FOIA requests? You may hear them called FOIA requests. So if you maybe right now are not eligible for an immigration benefit or you're not sure, it may be beneficial for you or someone you know who's in this situation to do a background check or a FOIA request. So there's a couple different ones that we commonly do for people that entered the United States without inspection and admission, or they entered illegally. One of them is what we call an OBIM FOIA. So that is a FOIA request with the Office of Biometrics Identification Management. This is essentially the sub-office within the immigration office that handles records related to border encounters. So if you were ever caught and sent back at the border, or you ever remember being fingerprinted or photographed at the border, or you had some sort of an encounter with a border agent on your entry, there may be a record of it with this office. So if we're trying to figure out the circumstances surrounding your entry, what happened, what was said by the officer, what may be on your immigration record, then we can do a fingerprint check for you with this particular office. We can do an OBIM FOIA and we can see what records this office has for you individually. This is also a really good thing to do if when you cross the border you remember being fingerprinted but you didn't give your correct legal name, or there was some sort of mix up with paperwork and somehow a name that's not your legal name got matched up with you. When we check with your fingerprints, we're gonna see whatever records come back for those particular fingerprints. So it gives us a good idea of what happened at the border, which is really useful for trying to figure out what immigration benefits you may be eligible for now. So that is the main benefit with doing that type of FOIA request. There's also other types of requests we can do. We can do an FBI criminal background check. If you may have had some criminal history, let's say in another state, it was a long time ago, it was under a fake name, an alias, or something happened a really long time ago somewhere else and you're not sure if it was ever resolved, then we can do a fingerprint check with the FBI and see what that pulls from any records that may exist for your fingerprints across the country. There's all kinds of other FOIA requests that we can do with different sub-offices of the immigration office, different agencies. We can do a FOIA request with the Department of State if we're trying to figure out what you may have put on a visa application 20 years ago. We can do a FOIA request with Border Patrol. If you know you had an I-94 issued a long time ago, but you lost it, and we're trying to get that I-94 number to show proof that you had illegal entry. We can do FOIA requests with the Immigration Court. We can do them with ICE. We can do them with Department of Labor. We can do them with a lot of different government agencies, and it helps us get a more accurate, complete record for you so that we can figure out what benefits you may be eligible for right now or in the future. So there are a lot of purposes and a lot of benefits for doing these requests. And it's actually a really good thing that this is even a possibility for us, that our government allows us to request records like this. In fact, they have to provide these records if our requests fall within the correct parameters. And that's a really great thing. Not every government in the world is required to do that. So, and there's really not much negative impact, or there may not be any negative impact toward doing these requests and getting these records. So if this is something you're interested in, something you think might benefit you, we do free 30-minute consultations. You don't have to commit to doing a request like this until you have all the information you need to make the best decision for you and your family. We would love to do a free consultation with you to see if this is something that could help you. You can call our office at 615-649-0049, and one of our wonderful team members would love to get you set up with a free consultation so we can talk to you about ways we can help you get your immigration records or records you may have with any immigration or government agency. All right, everybody, I hope that this has been helpful. We would love to hear from you soon.